Good morning, guys. I'm glad you're all here. Thank you for joining me. Well, there was another earthquake along the Darrington-Devil fault zone there in the state of Washington. A magnitude 3.6 at 1:07 Pacific Standard Time, local time. So far, 85 people have reportedly said they felt it to the USGS Did You Feel It website. One person reported it to EMSC. It comes from Arlington. They said that there was a big boom and then a rumble. It was shallow, about 2.5 miles below sea level. All earthquakes are measured from sea level. USGS gave it an intensity level of 4, but there was 2 reports south of where the earthquake occurred, intensity level 5. Which would mean that there was some things that broke in their homes. Maybe windows, plaster, their walls cracked. Things fell over, maybe pictures fell off the wall. Now, intensity 4 means it was felt indoors by many. Well, 85 people said they felt it. Windows and doors would be rattling and automobiles would be rocking noticeably. So I thought this intensity level of 5, where 2 people said they had breakage, was quite interesting. Up where the earthquake occurred, they gave it an intensity level of 4. 7 people reported it there. Another 8. They do not give the location. And then we get intensity level 3. Intensity level 3, 6 responses. Just above North Marysville. Intensity level 2, and then intensity 3 down here. Let me go to Google Earth. Drawn out in red is the location of the Darrington-Devils Mountain fault zone. Recently, I did a report. There was also another earthquake, a 3.6. Now, that was on the May Day. First day of May of this year, 2022. Today is May 17th. This fault zone, this area is actually wider than what's drawn out. It just gives you the location of the earthquake. And then the fault zone, where the fault zone is at. This area is capable of having a magnitude 7 or greater earthquake. So I was kind of curious in what area they said there was damage. Let's see, let me bring it out a little bit. Here we got Marysville. So somewhere in this location, close to Verlot, you can see Verlot here. And there's a couple ranches up in this area. They might not have the location of the felt reports accurate. It could be along this mountain loop highway. There could have been rock slides. I don't know. Now, I've talked about this fault in my last report about the 3.6 on the 1st. And the Darrington-Devils Mountain fault zone. It's a long fault zone. It goes all the way out here near Lopez Island, and there's other fault zones that probably connect with it. And then we'll go up over here, and it kind of makes a jag going towards the north. They don't have a moment tensor ball to know which direction this earthquake ruptured along the fault zone, so I can't give you any information about that. But just within the last 24 hours, there's been 7 earthquakes within the location. Most recent, a 1.9, a 0.4, a 1.3, a 1.0, a 1.1, a 1.8, and then the 3.6. Yeah, the depth of these earthquakes have been all over the place. A little more than a half a mile in depth, 5 miles in depth, 5.7 miles in depth, 1.9 miles in depth, 7 miles in depth, 2.8 miles in depth. So going back to Google Earth, I put a couple of the earthquakes here. The 1.0, the 1.9, the 1.8, and in the center is the 3.6. With so many aftershocks in the same location, it very well could be an area where the fault zone is locked, and so it's trying to pop to move, and it's not moving, which means you could have a larger earthquake coming. So if you felt this 3.6 earthquake, yeah, what did it feel like? Did you have breakage? Did you notice any cracks in your walls or foundation? Yeah, put that information down below, please. And I want to thank you very much for your support. Got another new follower on my Patreon account. You know who you are. Thank you very much. Thank you to all of you that support my work. And please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.